feelings. And
show them what you just did. She just snapped that.
I just cheated.
Wow.
Hairband. But anyways, I sort of feeling not what I thought I would feel, because I mean, I've worked on this event for years and years, so I mean, it's something that I have to go back. I just have to, but I didn't think I'd be feeling, I don't know, I just feel like an ominous feeling that I don't want to go back or whatever, because Timothy and I really haven't been apart in 2 months for more than 5 minutes maybe, just to go to the toilet, and that's about it. So it's been 2 months we've been stuck together like glue, so it's almost like separation, kind of like, I don't know, it just seems like I can't even explain it. I just don't like the feeling, period.
I definitely don't like it. I don't like not going to Canada with you. And I think it just sucks to not be going with you. But hey.
But the nice thing is that I'm going to the event, and I also will be staying at the Hotel Fort Garry in Winnipeg, and that's a notoriously haunted location. There's been a lot of TV shows, books, and a lot of other ghost hunting crews that have seen things at Hotel Fort Garry.
But none has caught the stuff that we've caught on camera.
Exactly.
Guarantee you. So when we do that hotel, and we will do the hotel.
Oh, definitely.
We're gonna catch more shit than any crew out there has ever caught.
So yeah, but it's gonna be totally weird going back to Canada. I mean, I've been sort of, it's almost like I've lived here for a few years already. I didn't think I'd feel like that, but I think the biggest part is just going to be away from Timothy and not having to argue or have disagreements about different opinions or different things. And I think that's part of how we get along so good, is that we sort of
like to debate each other.
Yeah, feed off of each other and have these arguments or debates and stuff like that. So that's part of how we kind of gel together. But sometimes when you're away from somebody for 2 or 3 days, you come back and, you know, it's better than it was before, because you kind of appreciate the person, because you're missing that person.
But I mean, think about poor Marilyn. I mean, let's talk about Marilyn. I'm gonna talk about you for a minute.
Come on.
Now, I feel sorry for you, because Alexandria is gonna be up there in Canada with you. So I feel sorry for you, because I should say I feel sorry for your phone, because it's going to have less company now. You know, like, what, 20, 50 calls a day?
Well, yeah. I mean, we've been friends since high school, so
yeah.
She has severe separation anxiety that, you know...
But Marilyn!
Whoa.
You ain't got to call that damn much. In the last video, I was talking about people calling. I understand that when you called 50 times last night, that you hadn't seen that video yet. So,
wow.
But now this is the second video. All it takes really 3 calls. Excessively would be 5 calls. 20 to 50. I know I got fucking mental issues, but golly. Woo.
Well, I mean, you have to understand that Marilyn and I, every Saturday, it was a routine. We would go either to, you know, have something to eat, go listen to music, go to the casino. It was just a routine that we both got.
And now the routine's changed. Ain't that some shit?
Wow. Thanks for being so very delicate on that subject. I really appreciate that. That's just brings out the total real you, right?
Well, I'm not going to be delicate about it. I mean, obviously people have to get used to the fact that we're married and we spending time with each other, because our relationship's actually good. And for those of you out there that are married and your relationship fucking sucks, then, yeah, I can see why you'd be missing Alexandria. But work on your relationship with the person you're with, or get a fucking divorce, one of the two.
Yeah, but I mean, just like guys like to hang out and shoot the shit about girls and talk about
but a guy's not gonna call another guy 50 fucking times.
Well, I know, but I mean, you know, she's just, I consider her like my sister.
Yeah, I know. And Marilyn, I ain't really got nothing against you. I mean, because, you know, the beautiful thing about cell phones these days is you can cut the fucking ringer off. But, so I really don't have nothing against you. And hopefully I'll meet you soon. You know, that'd be good. But yeah, things have changed because she's a married woman.
Did what we wanted to do because.
Although for everybody out there, I'm gonna let y'all know the secret. It happened a lot faster than we thought it was gonna happen, didn't it? We were put on the spot by the Reverend, and we did it. So it ain't that we didn't want to invite y'all, but
the opportunity presented itself for an immediate ceremony.
It was a very fucking immediate. So it ain't that we were saying, hey, we're not gonna invite anybody or nothing like that. But well, you know, it was that he asked the question, we both said yes. So there you go.
I mean, apologize to friends and family that weren't able to attend, but it sort of brought maybe a more personal feeling to what happened between Timothy and I. And I mean, I've been married before, he has before, so it was not like it was our first time, you know, in the candy store kind of a thing, you know. So
it wasn't my first marriage, but I can say it's gonna be my best marriage.
Wow. Okay. I'm speechless very rarely, and this is almost one of those moments. And he loves it when I'm saying I'm speechless, because he knows that a lot of times he'll sit there and say, doesn't this chick ever shut her mouth just on and on? But I mean, it's not a Canadian thing, it's just a very intelligent woman giving her opinion at appropriate times, and he has a hard time with you know, the latitude, longitude of where we come from. A woman actually having a brain and being able to respond, right?
Well, most women don't have brains.
Wow.
I'm just kidding. We know that some of you women do have brains the size of a BB, but and you have to learn how to deal with what you got, which means that, you know, if the brain is really that small, you can only, I understand as a man, I understand the female cannot fit that much information into her brain because it's so small. And you gotta be careful, because if you tilt like that, you might drop that son of a bitch out and not be able to find it if you stand in the tall grass. Man.
But in defense of women, men, I mean, you know, from the belt up, men are known to use that empty space that they have above there anyways. They do most of their thinking, 95% of their thinking below the belt. So let's be politically correct about that. I mean, we at least have a brain, and we have the option. We can pick the option, use it today or don't use it today.
Yeah, that's true.
You know,
that is true.
Men sort of get, and you think about throughout history too, men, there's been wars and there's been things that have been lost, countries have been lost, all due to the men not being able to control women, or women running their lives. So, I mean, let's face it, men, I mean, you can live with, I mean, what is the saying? You can't live with us, but you can't live without us. So you got to have that happy medium, right?
And that's very true for me, because I don't even want to be away from you for 1 minute. So.
Well, that's surprising, because me being very independent, it's hard for me to, you know, my only break through the whole 24-hour period is maybe go to the toilet and have a shower. That's kind of hard, because then you kind of don't have any kind of downtime, but I've adapted quite well, and it's working out really, really good, you know?
Yeah.
So,
and we are newlyweds, so, you know, we know 20 years down the road it's not going to be like that every waking minute together, but so we're enjoying it while we can. Am I right?
yeah, that's true. I mean, we're just taking advantage of us having to have that time together, because a lot of people aren't privileged to have that time together, so we're lucky that we can enjoy that. And, you know, we'll do that as much as we can, let's put it that way, right?
Yep.
Spend as much time as we can, and do the things that we enjoy doing, like being on the road, paranormal research, and you know, learning about each of our belief systems, kind of a thing, and just taking it as it go, and, you know, really living life to the fullest every day without being negative.
But I want to talk about, so I was going to do a video separate for this video, but since it's on the road, we can talk about it. We were going to hit it yesterday, but we didn't. But I want to talk about, because she was talking about different belief systems, I want to talk about the hypocritical Christians out there that like to judge us and like to judge other people, but yet the first minute they get to con an insurance company or to lie to the Social Security office, they're doing it. And a lie is a lie. It don't fucking matter, you know. So it's a lie.
Well, it's pretty sad because then the people that really genuinely need the insurance or they need these services aren't able to get them because these people that are defrauding the companies are making it bad for everybody else. I mean, you can't have an insurance claim and make up a bunch of stuff and tack on a bunch of zeros and say, well, I lost this, this, and this. I mean, I'm sure that goes through all of our minds, but I mean, you have to really practice what you preach, I think, really.
Yeah, practice what you preach, and you can't be sitting there saying that, you're a Christian and try to act like you're better than me or anybody else when you're doing that kind of shit.
And I mean, then you're lashing out on other people that are around you because of the situation that you're in. I mean, we all go through natural disasters, hard times, personally, financially, but we have to kind of somehow hold it together. And I mean, if you can have family and friends support you, if you're doing something honestly, that's good. But I mean, if you're doing something dishonestly, I mean, you can't expect people to want to support you and run to your aid and help you out, because it's, you know, it's a form of theft and you can go to jail for it. You can, at least in Canada, and I'm sure you can in America.
Yeah, you can in America too. And you know, it's just surprising the people that we've met that are actually doing that shit.
You know,
I mean, it's shocking to me, actually.
Well, it's shocking to me too, because people that you know, say that they're this specific belief system, and you know, they're highly religious, or and then they turn around and as soon as you turn their back, they're doing something totally, being a hypocrite.
Yeah, being a hypocrite. Yeah. And I want to talk about too. Let's talk about some of the different beliefs for a minute and how they differ just within Christianity itself. You have Catholicism, right? And in Catholicism, most of the Catholics that go to the Catholic Church don't realize that in Catholicism they believe Jesus is God born onto the earth as a man. And I'd just like to say that is bullshit! 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 And so, if you're that kind of Christian that believes that Jesus was God born onto the earth as a man, you're a fucking moron, and your sin is far greater than mine cussing. So please, all the Catholics out there who think I'm kidding, go ask your priest when you're at church, whatever Catholic church it may be, ask your priest if that's not true. In true Christianity, we understand, because we do have a fucking brain, we understand that God's son was Jesus. Jesus was just a sacrifice that was sent forth to spread God's word, his Father's word, and to die on the cross for our sin. That's in your Bible. You might be too stupid to understand that, but it is in your Bible. And how many people do I know that spent like 60 years going to church and still, and they go into the wrong church, they're being spoon-fed bullshit, and they want to judge everybody on it, you know?
It's true, and I mean, the Catholic Church, or the Catholic organization, is the biggest money-making organization in the entire world.
Yeah.
And there's people that are starving in all these countries in the world. There's wars going on, yet the Catholic Church is the biggest financial institution in the world. It seems like there's something lopsided with that picture to me.
Yeah, I mean, within the Catholic Church, I mean, it's a business. The priests make money. I mean, it's a job. The bishops make money, the deacons. How many people, like, even the Catholic churches that we visited, you see how many employees they have, right? It's a money-making thing. But, you know, I've talked, you know, being in the paranormal field, a lot of y'all know that, and I know I'm pissing off some of my priest friends out there. You know, I do have friends that are Catholic priests, but, and I may be pissing off by doing this video, but fuck it, this is me. And so, I'm going to tell y'all that a lot of the Catholic priests that I know, that I've been in business with, doing the paranormal research, they don't even believe what they're preaching. They do it for the paycheck.
That's pretty sad, and I know in my perspective in Canada too, that you know, for everything that you ask the priest to do, you have to give a donation, and I think that's really lopsided, because then people feel obligated that if they want to you know, a blessing, or they want any kind of ceremony, that you have to give a donation. Not everybody is in that financial situation that they can give money, so I mean, that shouldn't be part of getting anything done if you can't afford it.
Exactly, I agree with that. I mean, you know, I'm a Judeo-Christian. And people say, what is a Judeo-Christian? Doesn't mean I'm Jewish. Jewish is a culture of people. And Judaism is the religion for most Jewish people, not all Jewish people, but most. And so I'm a Judeo-Christian, and what that means is that I go to either a Judeo-Christian church, or either I'll split it up and I'll go to a synagogue, a Jewish synagogue, and then I'll go to a Christian church. Well, you know, to join a synagogue, it's a lot of money that you got to pay a month to be a member. And I've been fortunate enough to be able to go to the synagogues, and because of these, not be asked to join, and but yet benefit from these services. And I do like their services and what they do. And I think that they show more dedication to God than most Christians do.
Yeah, but that being said, that religion, any kind of religious belief system, shouldn't be bought and sold like a commodity.
No, it shouldn't. It's true.
I mean, that goes against everything that you're trying to teach the people in your parish, your church, or your synagogue, is that money is the root of all evil. But then why are you using that as a basis of your what you're teaching to the people?
Exactly.
So again, they're contradicting their own belief system by making millions and millions of dollars. And I mean, even in Canada, we still have an ongoing issue with the residential schools, where all the Catholic priests sexually abused little boys and little girls, and then, you know, they found mass graves of all these little babies that were originating from these priests having sex with. Sometimes these kids were 8 years old, and what the Catholic churches just brushed it under the carpet and sent the priest to just another parish.
Yeah, to protect the church. And at the end of the day, they don't think a lot of these people who are in the priesthood don't think that fucking little kids up the ass is a bad thing. You know, it is a bad thing. And so, you know, but, you know, to switch the topic from religion for a minute, I want to talk about, because I'm a veteran, and I want to talk about stolen valor. There's a senior chief, a Navy SEAL senior chief, that goes around and he outs people on YouTube. I think it's called Stolen Valor. I don't know. But there's a lot of people that get out of the military and they'll lie to their family and friends about what they actually done in the military. But let me break the news to you right now. If you rescued fucking dignitaries in a foreign country, that is not classified. If you was part of the team that captured Saddam Hussein, you would know what the fucking operation is. I'm speaking, I'm not gonna name no names, but I know a little bitch motherfucker out there that, you know, I'm sure you're watching the video. Yeah, you are a bitch motherfucker. That claims he commits stolen valor, and that's basically stolen valor is taking credit. I was in the military. I was not a fucking Navy SEAL. I was not good enough to be a fucking Navy SEAL. Them motherfuckers are badass. But however, you can't take away from what I did in the military. Like I actually did shit in the military that a lot of other people couldn't do. I just couldn't reach that top and become a SEAL. And so, but there's people out there that get out of the military and they lie to their family and friends about what they did in the military, and they would say that they worked for Delta Force, they worked for the CIA, or they worked for, and there's a bunch of people, not just this one asshole I was talking to, but there's a bunch of people that do that. But that's a fucking crime. It's stolen valor, you know what I mean? And let me tell you something. There's a lot of dumbass family members that will believe this shit. To be in the Special Forces, right, you cannot be over over 30 years old if you're just coming into the military. Okay? You know, you have to have special waivers for that shit, and you gotta be one Superman motherfucker to do that. You know, if let's say you're 31 years old and you're going into the military, right? You're not gonna be in Delta Force for damn sure. You're not gonna be rescuing dignitaries for the CIA. You know, so people out there, please stop lying. Please stop lying. As a veteran, it pisses me off. It's better if you graduated fucking boot camp in any branch of the military, except for the Air Force, because you motherfuckers just ride a damn bicycle. But in any other branch of the military, if you graduated boot camp, that is a fucking accomplishment right there. And with that being an accomplishment, be glad of your actual accomplishment. Don't add shit to the fucking shit. You know? And so, I'm tired of these pussy motherfuckers like pretending to be somebody that they're not, you know?
Yeah, but that's the same thing for anything in life. There's wannabe pretenders in every profession. There's people that are running around with this cheap-ass ghost stuff, pretending to hunt ghosts. There's people that are pretending to be filmmakers. There's people that are pretending to be everything. I mean, there are people that just can't have the guts to actually do something. They just have to pretend. And then when you confront them and you ask them questions, they don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I will like to say this on the ghost hunting equipment to address her thing. Doesn't matter what if you have no fucking ghost hunting equipment, you can still be a ghost hunter. The thing is, you know, but I understand what she's saying and where she's coming from on that. People pretending to be this,
or they're faking evidence.
Yeah, they're faking evidence. Like there's one big TV show that was been on the air for like over 10 years, and they've been faking fucking evidence out there. And I mean, when you know, and that's just bullshit. Capture what you capture, and when it comes to equipment, you can, with the smartphones being as good as they are now, you can actually use apps for white noise generators and be just as good at catching EVPs on an app than you can, you know, a fucking $120 recorder that's made cheaply that people are trying to sell to put money in their pocket. So there is cheap ways to get equipment and do things. Ed and Lorraine Warren did not have access to even that kind of equipment. You know, look at what they did. They spoke to the ghost directly, you know. Yeah, they used the kind where you had like 5, 6 buttons there and then you hit record. Like they use those kind of tape recorders and stuff like that. Which they say they're still good to use because of the film will pick up the frequency. Have you heard of that?
Yeah.
And then what's the other thing you were saying? People pretending to be what else?
Filmmakers.
Filmmakers, yeah. Okay. I was sitting inside Barnes and Nobles one day, Austin, Texas. Actually, no, Round Rock, Texas, and Barnes and Nobles. And as I'm sitting in there, I made 3 full-length feature films and documentaries, right? I've completed 3 full-length feature films. Well, there's this guy that seen a girl in there, and he pretended to be a filmmaker. And he told her to audition for him, she had to kiss him. He picked up the fucking dumb bitch. And so, you know, you research people, just don't take people's word for anything, you know? I mean, just because you got a camera, you have a $500,000 camera, don't mean that you're a fucking filmmaker. You know, complete the project.
Yeah, I mean, we had a recent occurrence with our film that we're going to be working in November of somebody who is supposedly a filmmaker acting totally unprofessional and just slandering this and that, and it was just incredible how people can show their true colors when, you know, they're being told something that they don't want to hear.
Exactly. And that started because I posted on one of your posts, I think, I posted a comment that said that I'm the co-producer. Well, this asshole decided that he was going to mimic my comment, and you are a fucking asshole, you bitch motherfucker. And he decided he was going to mimic my comment and say that he was a co-producer. So all I did, the only thing I did was put on there that he was not the co-producer and that we had not made a determination on the cast or the crew yet. So this son of a bitch still had the right to be considered for the project, but he acted totally unprofessional. You know what I mean?
Oh, definitely. I mean, and I've heard very many derogatory things, and people overseas actually refused to work with him. And I was told in several circumstances that if he was going to be on the project, these people wouldn't even be associated with the project, period, because of him. So I mean, that says a lot. And then this was another prime example of you know, somebody not getting their way, so they got to act like a little baby, like a little child.
Yeah, and they wanted to lead a page. They've been up about the movie for a while, and you know, I mean, if you're a filmmaker, director, producer, or actor, or whatever involved in the entertainment industry, you know that rejection is a big part of this business. Rejection is like something that you're going to come across. You may plan to do a project in the beginning and then not be on that project by the time it's all said and done. But that happens every day in the entertainment industry. And so, you know, a professional knows how to handle that shit, right? But somebody who claims to be a filmmaker and is not a professional, yeah, they're not going to know how to handle that. You know?
Well, I'm glad we kind of found out more of that before we even started to go full bore in the project, because, I mean, you know, I just don't want somebody, somebody that's that sleazy or slimy involved with the project, because it's going to really bring the project down to the level that I would not want it to be.
Exactly. So, but we're going to be looking while we take this tour around the country. We're going to be looking for actors and crew members at the different festivals that we meet. And what I would like to say is we're not going to make any announcements on who we're selecting or whatever we're doing until November. So for anybody that wants to audition, take acting classes, because it's going to be a serious fucking audition. And just because you may be a friend or a family member does not mean that you're automatically going to be put in the film. So if you do want to be in the film, then all you got to do is rehearse something. Show up to the audition and give it your best. You know what I mean? We don't want to put out a shit film, right?
That's right. It's going to be a high caliber historical film. So, I mean, we want to maintain, you know, we don't want to tarnish the integrity of the project, let's put it that way, by somebody's unsavory character.
Yeah. So have you thought about what you want to eat?
No, not really. I've sort of got butterflies in my stomach, because I feel like a little kid that's leaving their mom and dad. Because, I mean, I've been away from Canada for 2 months. It's, you know, it's just kind of, it's like I'm a scared little kid going on a plane. I mean, it may sound silly to some of you, but I mean, I'm not reacting the way I thought I would react, because I guess it's really sinking in now.
And we haven't been apart at all, and it's very difficult for me that you're leaving, you know.
But I mean, it's just
it's kind of depressing. Well, yeah, it's just sort of 3 days.
3 days, but I mean, 3 days is you know, 3 times 24. No, I'm not going to be that petty about it. But I mean, it's you know, I'm going to be somewhere different without you, kind of like a lost little kid, you know, lost little puppy dog. Because, you know, sometimes when we're going somewhere, he'll finish my sentence, I'll finish his sentence. That's how we kind of get along. We kind of, you know, just do what we got to do, and then we've sort of settled into a little bit of a routine a bit now. So now this routine is being thrown to the wayside for a few days. It'll be a little bit chaotic, I think, you know.
Yeah.
I probably won't sleep the whole time I'm gone. I mean, who's to say, right?
Oh, we didn't get no sleep last night, because last night I was actually in the hospital. So what I'm playing with right here is one of the things that they stuck the electrical shit to me. So yeah, that's what I got on my finger right here. In case y'all want to know, it's not a booger. It's actually a sticker I just put off here.
Yeah, that was you know, not the way we anticipated to spend the last night.
Yeah, I was already feeling sick. I'd say probably around 5 o'clock yesterday, and so we laid down. And I woke up about 11, I guess, all sick and everything, and then ended up in the emergency room. And she was right there by my side, you know, the whole time.
Well, you know what? Truth be known, I mean, I have to say that at first I was trying to see if he didn't have to go to the hospital, if aspirin would help, because I mean, we found out it's a gallbladder attack. So I mean, I have had those and I still have them, so I kind of know, and I'm having a medical background, I kind of know how to kind of gauge it, you know what I mean? But I mean, it was getting to the point where, I mean, there was no other alternative but to go to emergency.
Yep.
And, you know, he shouldn't even be taking me to the airport right now because the surgeon was ready to do surgery.
Yeah, they wanted to do surgery on me this morning, actually. And he's like, actually, the doctor was the fucking asshole. They didn't even want to let me out of the hospital. And yeah, I'm actually driving right now.
And I've offered to drive.
We just got, yeah, you have in your defense, but, you know, women drivers. And then top of that off, we're Canadian.
Excuse me?
But anyway,
you know, I will have you know that I have all my merits on my driver's license, and in the 2 months, I have not even been able to hold your steering wheel, let alone drive a vehicle. And I drive almost the same kind of vehicle, so how could I get disoriented? And it's not like I have to drive on the wrong side of the road, the steering wheel's over here. Give me a break.
Okay, when you come back, I might let you know.
Yeah, in a parking lot, doing laps.
Yeah, outside. But yeah. No, the thing is, yeah, so what is it, about 3 hours ago I just got out of the hospital, right?
Yeah, we were there for what, 7 hours or 6 hours?
Yeah, no, neither one of us got any sleep last night. Luckily, we went to sleep around 5. I went to sleep because I was feeling bad already. That's why I laid down. And then, of course, she laid down next to me. And we were anticipating not going to sleep, but you know, I was sick. So luckily we did take advantage and go to sleep because it gave us that 6 hours of sleep. Otherwise we'd be fucking zombies right now.
Well, yeah, and I mean, plus with all waiting for the doctor and all the tests that you had, you were actually able to kind of lay down and, you know, rest a bit.
Yeah, I was luckily for me, I got morphine and I got a little bit of laying down and sleeping, whereas you set up the whole day, you know.
But I mean, we slept, we might as well say, for 5-6 hours anyways. We had that nap, that power nap.
Oh, you talking about before? Right?
Yeah, before that, because you were waiting for some video to upload and you said the computer just shut down.
Yeah, I just told everybody that.
Oh, did you? Well, I'm sorry. Well, okay.
I'm not waiting for the computer to shut down, but I just told them that we did catch some sleep. So we went to bed about 5, woke up at 11, so we got about 6 hours sleep.
But, you know, in that regard, too, I mean, it is exhausting trying to look after Timothy, too. I mean,
it's exhausting, but y'all don't know, man, it's exhausting.
No,
They don't know why it's tiring.
They don't need to know any details. I'm just saying, I mean, you know, because sometimes you can be high maintenance.
High maintenance?
Not in the word high maintenance, but I mean...
What does that mean? Explain it.
No, but I mean, you're so cute. I mean, who wouldn't want to do it for you, right? Like, I mean, you get drawn into that trap where people want to end up doing everything for you. And they don't realize that they're babying you, you know?
Really? People want to baby me?
Well, I've been babying you for 2 months. Isn't that true?
I love it, though.
I mean, you know... Yeah, you become a back scratcher, a beard scratcher, and all these other things, along with being a paranormal investigator.
But see, you got the nails that's good for scratching the back, and then you scratch my beard too, which is good.
That's just downtime from paranormal research. You know, that's some of our
downtime
activities that we try and fit in. Well, I'm the one that's doing the manual labor. He's just laying there and taking it all in. But it's worth it, you know. Why not? He deserves it. I mean, in his defense, he really deserves it. So, I mean, you know, I'm a very lucky lady.
Somehow I think you fucking lying somewhere on there.
No, I mean, I'm telling everybody out there, the masses, that I'm a very lucky lady. I mean, suck it up, Buttercup.
You know what I'm excited about is that in November we're gonna buy the home together. That's gonna be awesome.
Well, yeah, I mean, at least we're gonna have a permanent home base where we're not having to, you know, I love to cook, so I can actually cook proper food for Timothy.
Yeah, and I love to eat, so I can actually eat proper food that she has cooked.
With no additives, and you know, I like to bake pies, and I like to, you know, pot roast from scratch, and having barbecues with these massive steaks, you know.
Wow.
That's what that's what I'm missing, is actually being able to cook from scratch, because I love cooking.
And everybody probably wonders why we wait until November, but if you've been listening to anything we said before, we're waiting until November because we're on the road, man. We're on the road. We're literally living from motel to motel, city to city, and no home base right now because she just sold her house, and I just moved out of the place that I was living so that we could buy a home together. But you know, we're traveling so much, it's kind of fucking pointless to do it right now.
Yeah, because nobody's going to be there anyways. I mean, until we finish all the film festival and the Paracons and the horror conventions, there's no point.
Yeah, no point.
And then, you know, then we can kind of settle down, and not really settle down because we're still going to be traveling anyways, but at least we'll, you know, Timothy said he wants to get a dog or something like that, and, you know, I want to plant a vegetable garden, you know, make pickles and all that kind of homey stuff or whatever.
Yeah, and I want a swimming pool, a pool house, and a grill and all that.
Okay.
We can dig a little hole and make a makeshift swimming pool.
And you can just make sure that you have a little pool cleaner with a chick in a bikini, right?
No, baby, it'll be you. Put you out there in some high heels.
I'm going to be too busy cooking, please.
Oh, okay.
I'll let you handle. You can do the hiring for the pool person.
So you want the chick in the bikini? Is that what you're saying? Taking applications.
She won't make it out of the pool area alive, but I mean, you can hire it as one a day if you want. There's no telling. I mean, how many bodies are going to pile up? Oops.
How many bodies are going to pile up?
Well, yeah, I can't be responsible for how angry I get. You know, here I am slaving over a hot stove, and you're looking at some chick in a bikini. Something wrong with that picture, right? Maybe we could hire a pool guy instead.
Pool guy?
Guy, I mean,
he's got to be pretty damn feminine looking.
He could be somebody that is, you know, gay. Then we're both happy that way.
We're both safe then.
Well, you're not maybe safe, because I mean, you know, people from both persuasions are attracted to you. I mean, I've seen that before, so.
Yeah, unfortunately.
So.
Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, we're on the road right now, heading to take her to the airport, and you know, very sad time for me, but
it's going to be a very sad but short time. But I mean, I'm going to be so busy in Canada with things that I have to tie up that the time is just going to literally fly by, and then I'm going to be back here before I know it. I mean, it's going to be different because I haven't been in Canada for 2 months. 2 freaking months. It's a long time. And now when I left Canada, everything was brown. There was no leaves on the trees. The grass was brown. So now when I'm coming back, it's going to be just like it is here.
Yeah.
And so it'll be different too, because like I said, my house is sold, my car is in storage. I'm going to sort of be, you know, mind you, I'll be at the Hotel Fort Garry. I'm going to suck that for everything it's worth, but you know, it'll be different. Timothy's not going to be there. I'm going to wonder, okay, what am I going to do with myself here? I got nobody to say, you can't do that, you can't.
Wow.
No, I'm just teasing.
I'm gonna write down everything that you can't do, so that you can pull it out.
Okay, so I'll have it remembered, right? But you know, we're going to be talking to each other probably almost as much as we do right now, except it will be thousands of miles away. You know.
We're definitely going to be falling asleep together on the phone.
I guess so. You know, you might be in bed before I'm in bed. Well, tonight, by the time I fly in, you'll probably be sleeping.
No, I'll be waiting on your fucking call. Trust me. You think I'm just going to go to sleep and not waste it? It's not like when we were just dating before. Now we're married, so I'm going to be waiting on your call. You're my wife. You're my wife. Hey, how many ignorant motherfuckers can hear me say that like 100 times and still not believe it? She's my wife.
Yeah, we have a few people that just are having a hard time coming to terms with the finality. I mean, we are legally married. So, I mean, we can't say it more than that. It is legal, and that's all we have, you know. I'm not going to I'm not going to stoop down to a certain person's level and you know, I feel sorry for the person. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
And I mean, I have people on my side of my friends and family that feel the same way as this other person. So I mean, it's really sad, but I mean, it is what it is. And you know, I get to the point where I really don't care anyways.
You got people in your family that don't like me?
They don't know you, so how can they not like you?
Well,
I mean,
what you mean you feel the same way as the other person?
Well,
Are you talking about don't believe that we're married or something?
yeah.
Oh.
Or having a hard time coming to grips with it, and you know, friends, you know, but it is what it is. And I mean, people just have to get over it and stay out of our business, period. Move on with their lives, or get a life, or hang out somewhere else. Just, you know, leave us alone, because we're doing what we want to do, kind of a thing. Get the message that, you know, like you said about Marilyn, you don't have to text or phone 20, 30 times a day, because it's not having an impact on us. We really don't care. It's actually getting to the point where it's funny.
Yeah, we're laughing at all that shit. We're sitting there just laughing.
That somebody has that much time and energy on useless nonsense.
And the bad thing is, you know, yesterday, you changed your name on your Facebook account, right?
Right.
And within probably 3 minutes, I got a text message from somebody indicating that they knew that her name was changed.
Well, I have somebody that is trolling on my Facebook page. So
which means they don't have a fucking life. I don't even know how the fuck could they find out that quickly. Like within 3 minutes of doing it, how the fuck could they find out? I mean, are they on there like constantly? Like what's going on? I don't understand.
That's actually scary when Facebook becomes your existence. And I mean, it's really, really sad. But I mean, yeah. I kind of feel like flattered in a way, but I mean, not flattered that somebody, you know, their whole life revolves around what somebody's posting.
I mean, as soon as you posted it, it was like, bam, like I mean, damn, within 3 minutes. Just like I said in the last video, sometimes you can post shit and I don't even know about it till the next damn day. How the fuck can somebody find out? They have to either constantly be on your page or have some kind of notification set up. And you know what? She hasn't blocked you because she knows that you're obsessed with her. So she hasn't blocked you from the Facebook page, which she should do. She should block you, but she hasn't because, you know. I don't know if this person has lesbian tendencies, but I'm not interested in women. I mean, thanks for following my page, but you know, I'm a happily married woman and I'm not interested in women. So, you know. Yeah, she may have lesbian tendencies.
I don't know. I don't know. Who knows? But I mean, maybe if you would put that much more energy into our videos and the paranormal research and share all of our stuff, we'd love that.
Yeah, share all of our stuff. Share all of our stuff that we put on there, on the YouTube. That would actually help us out, you know. And we do find your text messages very entertaining.
And it's funny too. I mean, you're not realizing that your text messages are proof, and we can use that in a court of law if you're continuing stalking people or harassing people. That you're hanging yourself, literally.
Yeah, literally. I mean, you know, I've asked this person I don't know how many times to not text me, and she just don't give a shit. She keeps doing it. She keeps texting you.
No, I mean, she did, and then she promised, she said she would stop, then she started it up again, and then we said something about pursuing harassment with the police. She stopped again.
Yeah, I think what it is she tried to bond with you and become your lesbian friend.
You know what, I'm sorry, again, I'm flattered by your attention and you being on my Facebook page continuously, but you know what, my advice to you is get into the real world, get a life. If you're not working, get a job, but leave people alone that are truly happy. And you know, maybe you'll find happiness yourself, but leave us alone, because you could do 1,000 times a day, you're not going to hurt us, or you're not going to change our situation. So put your energy somewhere more constructive.
Exactly. Put it more constructive. Stop harassing us, okay? I mean, we're flattered that you're a fan and you watch everything and you read every post. Like she said, it's very flattering. But it's also sickening that you know everything she posts within 3 minutes of her posting it. It's like, you could post something right now and I bet you get a text message saying,
oh, I'm sure.
So it's kind of stupid, you know?
I mean, the scary part is that this person even knows that I'm going back to Canada. It's completely following line by line
Even those are family members.
Exactly.
So we got that in a text. That's actually becoming like serious stalking right there. And so it's not good. It's not good at all.
But I mean, this person is just, in reality, this person is just trying to throw dirt out there about you, really. And trying to make me believe it.
She tried to talk a lot of shit to her about me. And, you know, it's just a disgruntled bitch that I've never even had sex with. Unfortunately, I've known this girl. What the hell was that?
Something from that truck. A piece of metal.
It was metal that I just hit?
Metal. It looked like metal. It was shiny. And it had some weight to it because you could hear it.
Yeah. That's great. And my fucking bumper's probably damaged. But anyway, so I've known this girl off and on for 3 years. We've never had sex, even by her on a mission to you.
Mm-hmm.
We've never even done anything, but this chick's been obsessed with me. And it's cool that you're obsessed with me and everything, but you're taking it to a fucking whole different level when you're starting to know her family members, starting to know everything that she posts. The shit's becoming sickening. It really is. Are we married, me and you?
Yeah, we are married. But the thing that she may not realize about me is that she will push me to a limit, and then what I do to her in a legal perspective, she'll never recover from. So I've been nice so far to her, and I've been just ignoring her. But if she continues to do what she's doing, then yes, the police and everything will be involved, and you know, then it comes to a point where a point of no return.
Yep, point of no return.
I mean, I don't have to put up with her harassment, and I'm sorry that, you know, she's lonely, or maybe she has different issues. And I mean, I don't want to be disrespectful to this person because I don't know this person, but you know, I would just like to be left alone. And I mean, because we're in a good place right now, and you know, she could do it 1,000 times a day. It's not going to change anything. So stop wasting your time.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You know, the hilarious part about it is her texting you, talking shit about me and trying to bond with you.
Well, she's not realizing that whenever I text her something, she sends it to you, but whatever she texts me, I send it to you right away. Yeah. So it doesn't even make sense.
That doesn't make sense.
Like, I mean, we trust each other. We know what each other is doing. So her sending what I send to her, it just doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, and her knowing that you're going to be in Canada this weekend, she knows your whole fucking schedule. You know?
Well, like I said, again, I feel very flattered, but, you know, please go out and get your own life. You know, you can't have my life, unfortunately. I mean, but, you know,
well, you know, the one thing that I would say about this girl that I haven't said yet is that she's a whore. I mean, she's had STDs. That I know. She's had STDs. I know this because she told me that she had STDs.
Okay, so
but she's fucked some nasty dudes.
So she's a real slapper then.
Yeah, she's a real slapper. You know, real. That's one reason that even if I was with nobody, I would never fuck your nasty ass. Keep that shit in mind.
You know what? If I would have had breakfast, I think I would have brought up, because I could almost. There was no bile to come up, but right away the image that came in my mind. I mean, you know, I don't even want to go there because that's just disgusting to me.
But you know, the whole thing about it is, she's definitely got a lot of issues, and I don't know.
People have to come to the realization too, you cannot have what isn't yours to begin with.
Yeah.
So please move on.
Yeah, move on.
I mean, obviously.
You just said it best right there when you said what you said. I mean, that was to the point, right?
Yeah. You can't have what wasn't yours in the first place. So just, you know, obviously you've been to all these, you know, unsavory places. I mean, why can't you find somebody there? You know, I've never acted like that personally because I have a lot of respect and pride for myself as a person, that I would never, you know, do that. But I mean, everybody's different, and not knocking you, you know.
Well, I'm knocking you for your obsessive, bipolar, fucking behavior, where you you're actually a stalker. By all rights, we should call up the police and have your ass arrested. We haven't done it because I don't like the fucking police anyway.
Well, neither do I. I mean, I don't have
We're not snitches.
a good relationship with the police, so I'm not the first person that's going to run to the police.
So we've been giving you many, many chances, but those chances are going to run out. And so, you know.
I mean, if you have that much energy and time on your hands, why don't you volunteer or donate your time at a homeless shelter or dealing with kids that have problems? You know, do something good in your life. Don't try and make our lives bad because
you're not making our lives bad. We actually, the ringer's off for one thing. It's kind of like with her friend Marilyn. She calls all the time, but then you text all the fucking time. And so the ringer's off anyway. So at the end of the day, when we want some humor, we'll read your text or whatever together. We read your text and we laugh at it. And then the most hilarious thing to me is that you're actually trying to bond with Alexandria. You know.
You know what? I have a lot of friends that I can count on, and I mean, I don't need to add another friend. And like, I mean, I'm happy with, you know, right now Timothy is my best friend technically too. So I mean, you know, I don't need to add another one to the ticker tape parade kind of a thing. You know.
That's right. She
You know.
don't need another fucking. She don't need a friend, especially someone like you that's addicted to Facebook. There's two types of people in this world, right? There's people like us that go around and we do shit with our life, right? And then there's the other type of person that gets on Facebook and they're obsessed about the people who are doing shit with their life.
Yeah, but it goes back to jealousy. I mean, we're actually making an impact in society, and we're making an impact on the world, even if it's just paranormal research or from a history standpoint. We're actually trying to make an impact.
Yeah.
And we're not trying to be somebody that just jumps on somebody else's bandwagon and wants to take credit and, you know, be starstruck by some of the stuff or the adventures or the locations that we're going to.
Yeah, I mean, keep watching the videos, you know, but lay off the Facebook stalking, you know what I mean? And so, it gets a little hard when you have somebody who is watching and reading everything. You know, there's always going to be those nutcase people out there that are going to respond to us in different ways, but she's taking it to a whole different. I average probably about 40 to 50 texts from her on a daily basis.
Yeah, but why doesn't she use that energy? Like I said, work at a homeless shelter, help people instead of trying to destroy people.
Exactly. She don't do it because it's easier to be an idiot.
Well, it's easier to
be lazy
or to just be mean to people.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I wasn't gonna not marry Timothy because there's this woman that supposedly is in love with you. I mean, I'm not gonna change my life to talk to somebody that I've never met before. And I've never met her. I mean, she did leave a phone message, and that's when all the text messages start, but I've never spoken to her.
And the question would be her audacity to demand answers from me. She demands
She's
answers.
nobody to me, and I don't have to answer anything.
So nobody owes you an answer, okay?
Obviously, shit. Timothy is not with you. That's your answer.
Yeah, I'm not with you. I'm married to her. This is my wife. This is my quite beautiful wife, actually, who I have a lot in common with, who is not obsessed with Facebook and you know.
But I mean, I have been on Facebook quite a bit because I've been trying to do
for promotional purposes.
For our groups.
For promotional.
It's not
purposes.
Stalking people. It's for work.
It's not curiosity on other people's life.
No, it's true. It's for other reasons. We're here already? In Austin already?
We're in Austin now, baby.
Well, time flies when you're having so much fun, I guess, eh? Wow. Yeah, this is not good.
What are you talking about?
It's not good.
What? Oh, I'm leaving the camera rolling. I forgot that we had a camera on.
You
That's
forgot?
why I wasn't talking.
Oh, okay.
You got any other topics you want to carry?
No, I think today is going to be kind of a really overwhelming kind of a day. So, and then tomorrow I have to get ready for my. Tomorrow is going to be a massively busy day. I'm going to be involved in two events, and then I hope to meet up with my son at the hotel. So tomorrow is just going to be go. By the time I wake up at 7 a.m., it's going to be go.
It'll be Nicholas should be meeting that way, right? Because
yeah.
Mike's still in Las Vegas.
Yeah, he's in Vegas till sometime.
Have you heard back from him or no?
Nope. Nope.
Mike, man, give us a fucking call, dude. Come on, man. I hope you're having fun in Vegas. But, you know, I don't know. You and your mother need to hang out one day.
I think so, but yeah.
So that would be cool. You talk to them for
No, I think I'm kind of talked out for the day. I'm starting to get a bit choked up a bit.
Choked up about what?
What?
Yeah, I'm trying to.
I'm kind of keep myself composed that I'm not going to be seeing you for, it'll be a short period of time, but it's going to be the longest period of time ever, kind of. So I'm getting, it's weirded out.
You see how sweet that is for you to tell me that?
Well, it's the truth. I mean, I'm sort of, I have this image of being, sort of a real, as he calls me, I can be a real bitch. And I don't like to listen, and I don't like authority, and I don't like following rules, and I don't like obeying. So, but I just feel like part of my heart is getting kind of cut out here.
You feel that way.
Well, what if I get lost? What if I'm so disoriented that when I'm going to Denver, I miss my connection? And well, when I come back, I got to sit in Chicago for 2 hours. So that's kind of, like Timothy says, I don't have much of a brain to begin with. I mean, now with me kind of being disoriented, I could end up being arrested. Or what if they don't even let me back in my own country because I'm mouthy? That's happened to me before, where my own country, 5 o'clock in the morning, started asking me these questions, and I was coming home from Las Vegas, and I happened to write my postal code / zip code wrong, and I got almost ripped to shreds. They wouldn't let me back in my own country. That's from Canada Customs. Welcome home, Canada.
And now I guess I'm part Canadian, so I'm actually Canadian American. Or would it be American Canadian? How the fuck do they call it?
Well, you're technically still American first.
Okay, so
that's
I'm an American fucking Canadian. Who would have thought that I would be a Canadian ever in my life?
Yeah, but you can't
I
predict.
meet the perfect woman.
But happens
she
to
happens
be
to be Canadian. So damn it.
You can't predict who you're gonna fall in love with, right?
You can't, no.
I mean, it could be from outer space, it could be Mars.
We have so much in common. and we're like fucking what, fire and ice or whatever.
Sometimes it can be almost like a keg of dynamite. Sometimes, it can be gunpowder, because we can be explosive on all levels, and it's
we're a dangerous motherfucking couple.
Things can kind of
dangerous.
Can take a turn for the worse or a turn for the better. It don't matter,
You ever ate at the Golden Corral?
I don't even know what that is.
Canada, they don't have Golden Corral. It's a place where they don't have a lot of flavor in the food, but they got a lot of food for you. It's a buffet.
Oh wow, that sounds so good. I'm gonna be sitting on a plane with a full gut, and the toilets are for like midgets. I can tell you really love me.
We can't say midgets, man. The people might have midgets out there watching this. We might have
small.
We mean little people. You know, you little fuckers.
Small boned people.
Small boned people, yeah. The kind that are like we have.
And you know how those toilets are on the plane. There's always 5 people waiting in line to use the toilet.
Usually when I fly, I don't use the toilet.
I try not to drink, so I don't have to use the toilet. And then as soon as I get off the plane, I'm running for the toilet, trying to clear everybody out of my path, because I'm gonna.
That's the one thing I like about her too, or love about her, is we can both use the toilet around each other. It's good.
Everybody has to use the toilet. Why disguise it?
Oh, there's a video I'm gonna do called "Sleep in Alexandria," and I'm gonna want.
Don't you even attempt it.
I'm not gonna say it.
You know what?
I want y'all to.
No, it's true. I snore. Okay, I snore. I breathe. I don't call it snoring. I breathe heavy from both ends, from my mouth. Well, hey, when your body is at rest, this is hey, I learned this when I was doing my medical course. When your body is at rest, everything loosens up, and that's the muscles in your ass, your mouth, your chest. So yeah.
All right, so we decided to sit out by the water near where the ducks are, as we're getting ready to go to the airport now, and she's getting ready to abandon me.
Hey, I told you that this is the first time in my life that I haven't wanting to get on a plane, and I love going on a plane, and this is going to be the hardest plane ride ever. Totally.
For me too, because I don't want you to go.
I don't know. I don't even know what I'm going to do with myself. It's just like part of you is, or half of you is kind of missing, and you don't know, you know, what to do with yourself. And you know, I gotta kind of keep my wits about me, then I'm not gonna get turned around in the airport. Kind of, I have many blonde moments or whatever, but I guess it's just kind of sinking in how awful it really is.
Very awful.
It didn't feel awful when I was booking my tickets, but now it kind of feel kind of sick to my stomach a little bit, you know?
I feel sick to my stomach too. Makes me feel like goosebumps. Goosebumps. It's not good for me. I don't want you to leave me.
I'm gonna miss you. Wow, look at this arm. Oh, wow.
What's the matter with that arm?
The muscle on this arm. Holy smokes.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Wow.
You like the muscle on that arm?
One of the things I like about you, yeah. It's just one of those things that, you know, it's like pulling teeth. I don't really want to go either.
Yep. So whenever you get back, we got 2 investigations to do.
I think I'm just going to focus on just being happy to see you first. How about that?
Yeah,
and then 5 minutes later, we'll be back to wanting to kill each other. The novelty will be over already, right?
Really?
Yeah, she's bad. She won't shut her mouth.
Yeah.
See, you know, I'm not going to be bitching to you about the TV and all that kind of stuff, and you know.
I still don't want you to leave, baby.
I don't want to go either.
I guess we're getting ready to go to the airport, see her off. So, yeah. So you're getting ready to go. You look all like
spaced out.
Yeah. What's wrong?
I don't know. I feel like I'm just trying not to be sick, kind of, to my stomach, just a little bit. When I went to the thing, it wouldn't take my passport. It almost ate my passport. Then it wouldn't take my confirmation number. Then it said I had to go to the desk, and I figured, okay, do I have a ticket? And I thought, the back of my mind, I thought, wow, I get to stay. I'm not going to fly out. But $600 down the toilet. Yeah. But you know what?
But that would have been awesome, though.
No, it would have been worth it. If Timothy decided to have surgery today and he would have asked me to stay, I would have stayed, and he's worth more than the money and the price of the ticket. I would have stayed if he would have asked me to.
Yeah, but I'm not that selfish. I know this event's very important for you. So I'm going to have surgery when you get back from Canada.
No, like I said, just you got to keep well. I'm going to be worrying about you. I'm not going to be sleeping and eating.
Don't worry about me.
Well, you need somebody to look after you, right? I mean,
yeah, you know.
You're a hard case.
So are you ready to leave me?
No, I'm never ready to leave you. It's just weird. See, I'm starting to lose my voice because I'm stressed out again. So, you know, that's my body's way of kind of handling the stress.
Yeah.
And it might even be better for everybody if I do lose my voice.
Nah.
But yeah, I feel a little bit. I feel like I'm not even going back to home. Really, it's not my home anymore. Really.
Because you're home with me, right?
It's true. That's the way I look at it. So a little bit. Come on. He's trying to wig me out more than I'm already wigged out. When it's not going to take much, that's for sure.
You're home with me, right?
It is.
But anyway, she'll be back soon, so I'll just be editing videos until you get back, if I can keep out of the hospital long enough.
Thank you for adding that little tidbit. That makes me feel so much better getting into the air there. I love it.
Well, good.